As one of Australia's oldest government agencies, New South Wales Treasury offers a unique lens on Australia's collective history, notably the colony of New South Wales. The history includes the exploitation of Aboriginal peoples, their lands and the resources. It includes policies funded by Treasury that, subjectively, were both good and bad. The truth is that this land and its many people's history is much older than 235 years.
Aboriginal people lived in what is now known as Sydney about 20,000 years ago, when Aboriginal people retreated around 20 kilometres from the east as sea levels rose after the last ice age. At that time, Aboriginal people were managing the land and the economy for many thousands of years in what has been described as the biggest estate on Earth. When we learn of the history of New South Wales and its Treasury, we should ask, how must this have looked to Aboriginal people from the time of colonisation to today?
Sydney became ground zero for the introduction of not just the colonisers, but their diseases too. Different foods, animals, farming practices were introduced from the opposite hemisphere. The lack of understanding of the climate and Aboriginal people's intergenerational land management practices has brought about environmental disaster. The introduction of animals like cows and sheep has seen our clear waterways turn brown as the rivers silted.
Colonists falsely dismissed Aboriginal people as nomads, with no ownership of land, as they did not use fences and did not replicate or follow traditional European political, religious or social systems. Colonists did not understand how to manage the Australian landscapes and its animals effectively, and largely ignored the practices Aboriginal people had developed to maintain the environment. As the colony spread across the countryside seeking pastures for livestock, the gold rush and the construction of the railways, Aboriginal people were driven from traditional lands and had an alien society and economy imposed upon them, their existence and ways of being and knowing. Despite these challenges, many Aboriginal people successfully carved out a place and life in the changing landscape, a changing society, and a new economic reality, all within their own cultural framework.
And yet, despite all of this, Aboriginal peoples remain and we thrive. Currently, there is work being done to revitalise Aboriginal languages. It focuses on recreating what was taken away from Aboriginal peoples, from language, connection to place, and our religions. Work like this will help correct the hidden history of the colony and help leaders of tomorrow to know and understand our collective past. We invite you to celebrate and explore the enduring spirit, drive, and determination of Aboriginal peoples, the Treasury, the colony, and the state. And let us never fade our old people's hope of a better tomorrow.